How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazzastical. This is Rimworld. Put on your headphones, sit back, relax as I tear your headphones because apparently headphone users aren't too happy with me. So, what are we doing this episode? I'm going to try and keep my voice. The problem is I get too excited by people. You have to be honest, there is nothing better than loving a game and it all going well. And this is the game where it all does go well. So far, everything's been pretty good. We're planning out stuff, we're thinking. And who would have thought? If you plan stuff works. You guys have been correctly saying in the comments that we do need to start turning off some of these generators. So let's do that now. And we can actually see how many generators we actually need. Now, I know people said about putting more solar generators. I had to click on it to actually think about it. The problem with pushing these down here is this is going to be a hot point for sappers. This spot here. I don't know if they take in consideration the wood, but it's far enough away from these turrets. And they do look at sort of this area and avoid it. So I do wonder if they're obviously going to come through here. Now, if this wall's too close, because they are going to run here. Now, our turrets won't be able to shoot them in this gap. Our people will, however. Obviously, that's our saving grace. So we are obviously just going to have to keep that. Bear that in mind. Right, reinstall that there. We are going to have to rejig a bit of everything, but that's fine. Oh, we got rid of all our cloth, didn't we? Oh, we'll just check them pretty... Oh no, we still have a bit, so we can do our sandbags. So that's not too bad. Because we're going to put more turrets in, we're really going to improve our defences. Obviously, we've only got these turrets for the time being. I was checking if we had researched the others, but alas, not yet. That's fine. It's fine. Right. I am happy that everything is being done to a high standard, to a quick standard, to a lovely standard. Nice to see that. I do wonder if the hay field... Yeah, we've got a lot of hay. So let's reduce some of the hay. Shrink this zone by about 3. Let's not go crazy. And let's get some more hill root. I do think that's going to be important. Loving it, loving it, loving it. All our steel traps look to be up, which is absolutely fantastic. Really want to get the deep mining back up down here. Could build the walls out of granite, but at the end of the day, we're not defending anything down here. If it goes down, it goes down. A bit more steel, lovely. Iron Miro, you're hauling cloth, so I'll leave you to it. And then we want to reinstall all these turrets back here. Just so they're a little bit more safe, a little bit more protected. I think that will be absolutely brilliant. And nearly the best idea I've ever had. I have a lot of good ideas, so it's just hard to keep track. And one more turret. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Cool. Loving it. Could have probably put them at tilt, but I think that will be fine. And then the idea is we'll have another layer in front. This is going to be heavily defended. Because we know the type of attacks that are coming at us now, so we need to bring our A game. The game is bringing their A game, so we need to step it up. We need to show the game respect. Or this level of difficulty, especially on Cassandra, because she gets to the point where she wants you off her Rimworld. And while we've been lucky for a couple of episodes to obviously withstand, or shield user has ranged weapon. That's fine, because we do want you to have a weapon, a melee weapon at some point. Lobster, you need to equip sniper rifle. Our other hunter is chieftain. So, yep, you get the other sniper rifle just to hunt with. Do we need to hunt anything for the moment? I don't think we do. Lovely, lovely, jubbly. Everything's going so well. It's absolutely beautiful. Right, all the turrets are in correct position. We do need to do the power conduit. But we'll change all that in a little bit. Another turret to be built there. Because what I'm hoping is then to do more turrets, but on the opposite. We'll probably hold off on it just for a little bit. Let's deconstruct all. Can we just reinstall it? No. So we'll deconstruct all this cloth. Cancel that, cancel that. And then because then we're going to put the layer back up here. So then the layer in front of it's going to be there. And then that's going to be a hefty amount of turrets that we're going to have. 7, 8, 16 turrets. So that's going to be good. Still not good. The thing is, it makes it sound really great, but obviously turrets is not where we're going to get the main source of our firepower. It's actually going to be from our colonists. Because they're going to be able to fire more consistently, more accurately, and at a faster rate. Which is funny saying, but it is true. I'm hoping, if I look over, where does it show roofs? I'm hoping because they're under the cliff enough that a mortar can't strike them as well. Not that it matters too much. Obviously would be a little bit sexy sex, but that's okay. We are getting mortar shells built. High explosives. What do we need for them? Steel and chem fuel, and we have nearly neither of them both. It looks like we're still storing electric quite well. I can see the stored energies going down just a little bit. So I might just turn one more generator off just to see sort of where we can get the right balance of not having to have all these generators on, which obviously would be nice. I imagine this is connected to power. It might not be. Can't really tell. Right, I want this up. We need to get back to deep drilling. Be nice to be able to get back to it this episode, but that's fine if not, just to... Because obviously steel is the future. Steel is what sort of drives this colony forward. How is the temperature in the hallways? 35, very, very hot. Very hot. How hot is this room? Quite hot. Every room's quite hot, really. Okay. Right, let's take rid of some of this planning stuff, because actually it looks really ugly. Let's get Lobster back on cleaning. Just because I am seeing, obviously, the kitchen's dirty, and I really don't want food poisoning starting to be spread around the colony. For, obviously, drab meals and whatnot. Iron Miro, just going to keep an eye on him today, see what he's getting up to with being our constructor. Being our only constructor, I should say. Lobster has gotten food poisoning from insect jelly. I can turn that off now. There shouldn't be too many reasons. I can never remember what it comes under. Raw food, animal projects, insect jelly. Turn that off because we don't really need to be feasting on insect jelly. It doesn't sound great. And I imagine it doesn't look great. Hi Miro, what are you doing? I just say hauling wood. So you are putting up this, which is pretty wonderful if I do say so myself. We can get deep drilling rocking and a rolling. That would be perfect to actually build our steel stocks. A combat supplier ship is going by, which is actually really good because we have a bit of cash to boot. I'll just let Potter haul that hay a little bit closer and then I'll tell him to trade with this. Got a little bit of cash in our pocket. I think I copied this over and I meant to build copy. I think I just reinstalled it down here by mistake. Right, let's see what they have. So first of all, right, let's get rid of all the stuff in the really poor conditioning and stuff that we're not going to use anyway. Heavy SMG, I'll keep that around. We've got an assault rifle hanging around. I think that's because that should be chieftains though. Doomsday rocket launcher, that's ours. Molotov cocktails. Poor flak jacket, that can go because that's 50%, 51%, anything close to 50% because the minute it goes under. We could buy a shield belt off them, but we've got 3. God, they haven't got anything too sexy sex, have they? Get more components off them, but I think we all agreed like last time that we weren't just going to do it just for the hell of it. They've got a mono sword, which sounds amazing. Crystal metallic longsword infused with mechanites that maintain a monoculec. Not even going to try. Cutting edge, it cuts through even thick armour with ease, and its lightweight permits fast attacks. I mean, that would be pretty. What's an Alexa staff? While it's a solid melee weapon, its main purpose is to enhance the wielder's psychic sensitivity. Okay. The mono sword sounds pretty good. I don't know if there's any way we could raise funds for it though, that's the problem. Because we'd need about 1,000 coins. Is there anything... What is the... Like Doomsday rocket launcher, that's only 100 though. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen as much as I would like it to. And trust me, I really would like it to. But, okay, not today. That's fine. I mean, we're building up money, so it's not too bad. Let's get some medicine, so let's get 25. And I think that's... No, we can make it. We don't even need to do that. Okay, let's cancel all that. And what we will start doing then is mining the silver around the map, which is possibly something we should have obviously focused on a little bit earlier, but that's okay. Got some gold over here that we need to haul. I thought there was some steel, some silver over here, which is why I went straight over there. Forgot it was just gold, just boring gold. But we've got that down there to mine. How many miners have we got? Got 2, but obviously Iamiro is primarily a builder at the moment. Lobster digging at silver ore, not with that walk speed you're not. Absolutely depressing watching you, but yeah, because we have got some steel there in deep water, which is depressing. Meaning we can't ever actually get to it, so it's just going to tease us for our whole entire lifespan, series span. I should say lifespan. We're going to get through this. How much, like, silver do we actually get through one bit? 31. Okay. Was wondering if you could actually, like, you need to go home, mate. It's midnight. And your walk speed, you'll be home at like 3. Have you got food poisoning? Of course you have. Of course you have. Ask a silly question, get a silly answer. Okay, I strip mine and didn't find anything there. I don't want to make this too big, otherwise it is just going to get absolutely bonkers, but we don't want to get into the position. Alright, let's make sure we're replacing the wooden flooring. Because we don't want to risk that too much. Meaning we are going to have to queue up a little bit more wood to cut, which is fine, Combat supplier has left range, bit sad, but worse things have happened. It just would have been nice to, yeah, been able to do a meaningful trade with them. That mono sword, that's probably what we're lacking as a high quality melee weapon. Problem is I don't really want to send people in melee to do too much. Don't deconstruct that, because then I can put cloth like that and that can be our double layer. Okay, can we get deep drilling up today? Or will we have to wait for tomorrow? I mean, we've got the walls up. One more wall and I'll feel comfortable, obviously, instructing people to reinstall the drill down here. A farming works site. Let's have a look at the world map. Hopefully it doesn't take too much to generate. Okay. Pig fur Pelican. What we got down here? Just nothing. Got a farming site, a lot of berries, 10 people. Ancient complex, nothing too close. So if anything does come too close, we probably have the firepower to go sort it out. Or to go nab whatever is there. So we do have to obviously bear that in mind. Our growing zone has been relatively untouched every time people come to raid, which has actually been fairly pleasant. Right, there we go. So we can go back to deep drilling. Watch us get an infestation like straight away. I would cry. Right, install that there. And install this down so obviously we can power the beast. Iron Miro, I'm going to queue that up for you now, because that's going to be your main priority. Lobster's basically done all this silver. How much did we get? Okay, wow, you get a lot of silver. Wow. Delete. Oh, we got malaria. Okay, so Chieftain and Lobster. We're going to put them on better medicine straight away. Chieftain and Lobster. That one. We then need to go to purple to try and convert tea. Where is tea? Because I keep forgetting to do it. Okay, certainty is obviously really high, but that's just because we haven't really been working on it. Next, we need to do... We'll do the conversion ritual next. Hopefully that goes well. I mean, it is a nice room, so surely you'd think it would. Okay, is there anything else we can do for the meantime? That's up and running, which is perfect. Our miners will get back on doing that. So steel will keep building up. We don't need steel... Don't need a load of steel at the moment. Probably just to get mortar shells is what we need more than anything. Okay. No, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Research is still sort of going. Still sort of going. Wood stocks are going up, which is nice. Okay, we're hitting the point where the batteries are slightly going down. I want to check tomorrow to see if they go up. Can turn that off, we're not using it. That can stay off. I don't really know why we bought another machining table. Probably a bit OTT, but it is what it is. Could probably turn off that. Oh no, we could probably turn it back on. Is that on? Yeah, this is on. Okay, is kibble, but kibble's being made. Perfect. Everything's... Oh, this is a well-oiled machine when it works well, isn't it? Very nice. And, okay, food is... Yeah, we're back on track. With 9 left, we're back on track. Plus, so that we've just run out of, obviously, all our insect meat meals. So we're back on the gravy train with the fungus, but we still like it. Still gives us a mood boost. I think we just get like a +2 more if we're eating insect meat meals. Okay, wooden floor is going back in here, which is perfect. Pirates with a toxic spewer. Going to attack this sooner rather than later. So pirates have set up an outpost near Hope City to harass you. There's a toxic spewer machine. They're blanketing the whole region in poison, and there's an enemy outpost. The site is guarded by 15 pirates. 15 pirates is quite intense. So let's have a look. Oh, that's right on our doorstep. That's not too bad. Question is do we want to go today? So, what we found out before is we don't want... So, let's equip everyone with the best stuff we've got, and then we'll go from there. So, equipped the assault rifle. We have a Doomsday rocket launcher. I don't think that's what we want to use this on. We have Potter with a shield belt. No melee weapon. Okay. I mean, you can equip the steel spear just for the sake of it. T will stay at home. We do have 2 people with malaria. We do have to remember. We might wait until their immunity. Chieftain, ignore what I just told you to do and rest. Does it get activated straight away? Yeah, it's getting activated straight away. So what I'm going to tell everyone is stay indoors. The reason why is obviously toxic spews and stuff like that can give our colonists cancer or other things if the build-up is too much. So let's get everyone inside. We can traverse this little bit because this bit's undercover. And just for the time being, we'll stay inside. That's the nice thing about our base. It is sort of a safe haven where we can stay inside. I think letting everyone, as you can see the map or area going a little bit more green. We can turn the power to these turrets off. I assume no one's got any build up or anything. I am just going to click through everyone just in case there's been a mistake somewhere. No toxic build up on anyone, which is fine. Now we can function just perfect in our mountain, but obviously we don't want to be limited to just staying inside and doing what we're told. You know, we're not at home with our mums anymore. So we'll wait until malaria gets sorted. Should get sorted, you know, fairly well. Lobster's already smashing it. Gives us a chance to clean everything inside the colony, which is, you know, relatively good. Can we do conversion ritual? 1.9 days. Okay. And next time when we go to kill these pirates, we're going to take a incendiary launcher as well. Just to create some issues for them. Ain't got the best range on it, but I think it could be... Oh, we have got melee weapons, these swords. Totally missed that, my bad. I thought it was weird that we didn't. Right, Chieftain's going to be fine. I don't really want to go walkabouts with malaria. The thing is, Lobster I wouldn't mind, because his malaria is doing really well. Again, the immunity has to get to 100% before the malaria gets to 101 or ticks over from 100%. However, it's easier to understand. If Chieftain was doing a bit better, we'd go. The problem is if he gets shot or injured, that's going to obviously affect his recovery from malaria. And we really can't have that. We don't need to lose another colonist like Crow. R's in the comments for Crow. You know. T's going to stay behind anyway because T is incapable of violence. But because we've set up a defence, at least if anything comes, you know, she can shut doors, turn turrets on. You know, pretend to be useful, I suppose. So can I actually... I can draft T. So it could be worth, actually, with T, equipped in a shield belt. The reason why I say that, I know she's capable of violence, but she can still then... If she's in trouble, she's still got, you know, an item that can save her or help the others. And I think that's a good way of looking at it. Chieftain health, you're doing really well now. Couple more 10s. It will probably be a beginning of the next episode. Unless Chieftain does really well, because I'd be happy to send Lobster. Problem is travelling, we're going to get toxic build-up on the way. Okay, the colony's getting cleaned, which is absolutely wonderful. Our packer's doing well. Nice, nice, nice. Good to see. How much wool we got now? Quite a bit. Going to start building clothing out of it at some point, but obviously the only problem with that is we're going to go for it quite quickly. If we go to the world map, how long is the actual travel time? So if I go form caravan, a day. 0.8, but a day. Okay. Okay. Just wondering whether to send T, because I know last time we had to fight less people with less colonists. And we struggled. Now we got to find more people with less colonists. We are slightly better at shooting. We've all got armour, which is obviously tasty. But we can't function with this, and obviously it's going to kill or transport pod crash. Problem is, it doesn't tell me anything about him. He's unable to walk, and we've got to heal him. We'll reject that. All the animals on the map will get toxic build-up and die. And obviously their flesh will just rot, so we can't even cook it. It's not even like something sexy we can do for a bit quick meat. Sort of just radiated meat that's melted onto the floor, which, you know, as lovely as that sounds, I don't think we want that. Right, we're all a bit serious this episode, aren't we, party people? Let's put a damper on things. A bit of toxic fallout, a bit of radiation in the air, and suddenly everyone becomes a bit miserable. Probably do need to queue up some turrets up and down here. 60 components in the bag. That's nice to say. Right, batteries are going down. Obviously we're getting some stored energy. If the batteries can fill up, which it looks like they're going to do, we'll turn off another chem fuel generator. I think they possibly will go up. I think one more. They might struggle. Might start to struggle. Let's turn one off, and I think we can possibly run on 2 generators, and we'll just keep an eye on that. We have a raid. I thought raiders got turned down in like a patch, but we still seem to be getting them every day. Okay, it's going to be interesting how they choose to attack us. Let's designate the power on there. Purple, come over here, and we're going to shut these doors. Obviously, the toxic fallout isn't going to be bad enough to do much damage to these. Right, Lobster, come get a LMG, and then we'll equip the crew. If you can get another LMG, that would be lovely. Then we'll draft. Luckily, all this, I think all this is in undercover. Yeah, luckily all this is undercover, so we're not even going to get toxic build up while we're standing there, which is obviously very, very nice. Chieftain, you need to go get your assault rifle, really. Potter, if you can pick up a sword, that'd be great. And T, obviously, you're useless. Doesn't seem like we have a lot of people that shoot. Alright, where are these sappers going to go cause me trouble? That's the question. Right, they are coming over there. Maya, what are you doing? Come down here. Get the crack squad ready. Because I'm curious to see what they're going to do. Right, Chieftain, draft. So they are going to come through here. They're hitting traps. Hasn't deterred them that much. So they're definitely coming. There's a load of them. I'm actually wondering whether to fight them here. There's a lot of them. Doomsday rocket launcher. Right. Let's think about this logically. Food-wise, we have a decent amount in here. We could fight them here. They have a lot of people on melee, though, which makes me nervous. If we fought them round here, I think we'd probably come out really bad. Could try and lure them. Don't think I'd be too... The problem is if we fight them in here, the temptation to obviously burn this area is going to be extraordinarily high. I'm wondering if we do it. We're going to have to turn this into a kill box, aren't we? Because they're loving coming through this at the moment. The temptation to open these doors, fight them here, burn them as they come down is quite strong. Strong in the force. So who would do it though? The problem is we lose another bit of DPS. I suppose checking who the worst shooter is, 15 for Maya. See you later. Go get incendiary launcher. Right, just going to check. Okay, even with all that, so they've hit all them traps. They're still coming through. So yeah, we're going to have to get the squad. Keep these doors open. That door open. We're going to have to fight them in here. We're going to have to think what to do with this farm. It's not really working in here, so I do wonder if we're going to have to move it. And then this is going to have to be another kill box, which I'm extremely disappointed in. Then Maya come in here as well. So, I mean, this is manageable. It is manageable, but saying that next time we will have steel traps, so I don't know if they'll survive that, because as you can see, a lot of them have taken damage. Need to get in here as quick as possible. Because Maya is basically... Alright. I know this is obviously our farm. It's relatively disappointing, but we need to obviously burn this spot ready. Because this is going to be a fight of the century. Mainly because they've got a lot of, obviously, melee people. We do need Chieftain to do... He hasn't got a combat command, which is sad. You know I'm going to do it, party people. If you got to this part of the video, leave a love, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.